There's nothing that I'd rather be doing right now than talking about NFL with you. And in this video, I got two games that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the Tampa Bay Bucks at the Seattle Seahawks, and then we're going to talk about the Washington football team at the LA Chargers. Let's get it started. We got the Bucks 3-1 off that 31-25 home loss to the Philadelphia Eagles. 31-25 sounds like a pretty close game, doesn't it? It was not a close game. It was 24-6 for the Eagles at halftime, and Baker Mayfield was questionable heading into that game with a bicep injury, and he's perhaps still got some lingering issues with that bicep, which is a reason for concern here. He threw for 289 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick on 22 of 40 passing, so not exactly accurate. He did practice in full on Thursday. He also has a knee injury, so he's got a sore knee and a sore arm. Not great as a quarterback heading into Seattle. And then the news gets worse from there. Mike Evans is out. Bucky Irving is doubtful. And if there's any question whether Bucky Irving's going to play, you look at the prop market for Rachaad White, and his rushing yard total is sitting at 53.5 yards. That's double what his previous high, more than double what his previous high has been this season at 25. So they're expecting Rachaad White to get the bulk of the carries here. I don't think that bodes well either. I think Bucky Irving's a far more dynamic player. And without all their weapons and with a quarterback with a sore arm, I'm not sure I can sign up for Tampa Bay on the road on the West Coast. Seattle is 5th in the NFL, allowing just 3.6 yards per carry against the run. So it's not like they can lean on the run either. Mike Evans, I mean, you got to have Mike Evans if you're going to win a game on the road. And you look at Baker and you look at this offense for Tampa. Aside from the last minute of the first half and the last minute of the game, they have not been very good. I had Tampa in week 1 against Atlanta and was very fortunate to win that game, let me tell you. The home team is 5-0 straight up in the last 5 meetings between these teams, which is not surprising given that they are at opposite sides of the country. The home team's also 7-1 in the last 8 head-to-head meetings. Tampa Bay, they have a top 10 pass offense. They're allowing just 188 yards per game. But you look at who they've faced. They faced the Atlanta Falcons, the Houston Texans, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the New York Jets. So you got like a rookie quarterback. You've got Houston, basically the worst offense in the league. Philly, a team that runs the ball. And the Jets, I mean, they're the Jets. So when you look at their top 10 pass defense, you got to scratch your head and wonder if those stats will hold. Sam Darnold has been good this year, very good. And his passing yards prop for this game sits at 224.5 yards. I think that's a little low based on the fact that statistically Tampa ranks very good against the pass. So I'm going to go with the Seattle Seahawks, and I'm going to go with Sam Darnold over 224 passing yards for our first game. Before we get into our second game, I've got to tell you about a promotion we have available right now at WagerTalk.com, and this one is a big one. You can get $500 off a year pass, and we'll throw in a 25% off bonus coupon, so you can sign up for myself, get $500 off, and use that coupon for Ross the Boss, or you can sign up for Ross the Boss, use the coupon for me. But no purchase necessary. You're more than welcome to tune in just for the free picks. The only thing I ask from you is that you take the time to smash that like button. And if you've got anything to say about this game or the next game or any game on Sunday or even college football, hit me up in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. We've been getting some interesting comments lately. Let's see what some of the people out there are saying. We've got DP Jacob 28. Jesse, you are top shelf. Well done. Always a good listen. Wish you were easier to find. Well, thank you, Jacob, but I'm pretty easy to find. If you go to Google and check for Jesse Schule, I'm pretty much the only guy that shows up. There's not that many guys out there named Jesse Schule. I'm on WagerTalk. I put out videos almost every day, live shows. You'll find my videos everywhere on YouTube. So very easy to find. And you can find my premium picks at wt.buzz/JS. But thank you for the comment, Jacob. Now let's look at Chuck Finley 777. Keep calling out these clown shows, Jesse. These purse-carrying, pompous pricks usually have the character flaws that cost teams points and games. And he's referring to my comments about Kyler Murray and his designer purses. And while I find this humorous, that was not exactly my point when I called out Kyler Murray. My point was more that he doesn't have the work ethic. He doesn't watch film. And he looked like he gained a little bit of weight in that video also. So I'm not of the opinion that everybody that carries a purse is as Chuck said, but it seems like Chuck's probably right around the same age. He's probably my age, and we're in the same mindset, but I wouldn't go as far as to say what he said. Anyways, let's get into the second game. We're looking at Washington, the Washington football team, because I refuse to use their current name. The Chargers will be a 3-point favorite. The total sits at 47. Jaden Daniels is back. He's healthy. He's been practicing. He's going to play. Unfortunately, he doesn't have much in the way of receivers because Terry McLaurin's out, Noah Brown's out, and Debo is questionable. Washington, though, they might not need receivers. They rank number 2 in the NFL in rushing, averaging 155 yards per game and 5.9 yards per carry. And I was thinking to myself, is that real? So I checked it out, and those numbers are exactly in line with last season, even though it's a different cast of characters in the backfield. So yeah, Washington can run the ball. The Chargers, on the other hand, they're 3-1 coming off that loss to the Giants, and the Giants just ran that ball down their throat. The Giants only averaged, I think, 3.8 yards per carry. They ran the ball 52 times. They just kept on pounding. And they got it in there, and they won that game. Great to see Jackson Dart and Cam Scatteraboo, the young guys, get a victory. This Chargers team is in trouble. They've got injuries on the offensive line. Joe Alt went down last week. Mekhi Becton is questionable as well for this game. And Derwin James is questionable. I really think that the Chargers are going to struggle to Justin Herbert in particular. He struggled last week against the Giants. He threw for just 203 yards, a touchdown, and 2 picks. That Giants defensive line looks good on 23 of 41 passing, so not accurate. He could struggle again behind a banged-up offensive line this week. I think the total is a little high in this game. Washington's defense ranked 27th against the pass, 17th against the run. So it's a pretty average defense, but with the offensive line concerns, I don't think this is a good spot for the Chargers. And I think 47, that number is just a wee too high. So we're going to take the under in the second game. If you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. And if you've got anything to say to me, even if it's nasty, hit me up in the comments below. I'll make you famous. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you next week.